What's going on, folks? Welcome back to another episode of Sweet Lou's Black Dog Tail Adventures. So I want to say thank you to everybody who has stuck by my side this past month and a half, who have not unsubscribed and have been patiently waiting for me to put out another episode. Thank you guys. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it. The reason being for me not being able to put out a video in about a month and a half is for a while there I had some real bad migraines that I was suffering with. Then I had an upper respiratory infection. Then this Arctic blast came and put the fishing on hold for about a week and a half, which caused a big fish kill off. Now I've heard mixed reports, you know, that it was just bait fish that took the hit. Trout really took a hit too, but the reds and the black drum, from what I'm hearing and what I'm seeing, did pretty well, and the flounder did pretty well. It's the trout that took a big hit. So with that being said, we got hit by that Arctic blast. Then everything's going back to normal, and I got hit with COVID. So I'm fully recovered, ready to go, ready to hit that water. I got my kayak loaded and ready to go, loaded and ready to float it. So one last thing, I want to make one quick announcement is with this fish kill that happened, a lot of you may feel different, you know, about it, have mixed opinions, mixed feelings and stuff like that. But until Parks and Wildlife put out a report stating otherwise, stating that, hey, you know what, the fish kill really wasn't as bad as other people were making it out to be and stuff like that, I will no longer be doing catching, cooks, and feeding the needy. Reason being is because I'm a firm believer in conservation, and I want to do my part in protecting fisheries, you know, and you want to do that, and I hope a lot of y'all other people can do that as well, and practice CRP, so that way we can protect our fisheries for the future generations, my son, his kids, and on, you know, so on. You know, I love to fish. I love to fish, and I don't mind catching fish and just letting them go. I will take home a couple here and there, you know, because I love to eat fish. My son loves to eat fish, and so I got to feed my family. But as far as doing catching, cooks, and feeding the needy, I won't be doing that unless the fish is donated by people, or I, over 2 or 3 trips, you know, accumulate enough to make some plates. Don't get me wrong, like I said on my news, when I came out on the news, you know, I don't plan on stopping this until my ticker stops ticking. My ticker's still ticking, so it's just something that I feel like I got to put on hold until the numbers come back up. And I feel like Texas Parks and Wildlife will eventually do their surveys and stuff like that, and release numbers and really let us know the extent of it. But until then, I feel like I should do my part in trying to protect the fishery. So with that being said, man, my yak is ready to go, locked and loaded and ready to float it. So we'll see you out here in a little bit. Real quick before I let you go, today's conditions, it's overcast. The wind is supposed to be between 10 to 15 miles an hour at a max 15. And it's been drizzling on and off. We finally got a little break. We got drizzle stopped, and that's a sign for me to get out and start ripping lips and, you know, doing my thing. So we'll see you in a bit, man. Peace. All right, folks, we're on the first fish of the day. Trolling a gulp shrimp, and it looks like we got on a trout. Remember, guys, I'm letting all the trout go that I catch. Oh snap, it's a baby flounder. got a baby flounder. First fish of the day, and it's a baby. It's a little mini flounder. All right, now we're gonna have to release this one right here. This one's not a keeper by any means. Come on, baby, just let it go. Come on. All right, folks, gotta let that one go. Oh, just bouncing it off the bottom, guys. All right, guys, we're hooked on to the second fish of the day. Trolling a gulp shrimp, the 3-inch gulp shrimp in the new penny color. And let's see what it is. Let's see if it's a nice trout or... Oh, first trout of the day, folks. Trolling a gulp shrimp. Never fails. Never fails. It's a good technique to use to catch some trout. I've caught a few redfish. As you saw, that trout just swam off nice and healthy. That's what we want, so that we can bring back that population, man. Guys, I'm hooked on. Seems like it's a good fish. On this pole right here, I got the Woody's popping cork with some dead shrimp. Bait shops lately haven't been able to get live shrimp, so my last fishing trip, or well, not my last fishing trip, because the last trip I did, I was fishing the couples kayak fishing tournament, and that was all lures. But a couple trips before that, when I was still fishing live shrimp under a popping cork, I had some shrimp left over, so I went ahead and I froze it, freshly frozen shrimp, and it's been in the freezer for about 2 months or so. And so that's what I'm using right now. And look at that rod bending. Woo, boy. So yeah, I was just I just baited it up, threw it out, and I was checking my phone and my rod almost took off. Luckily I was able to grab it before it jumped into the water, and might have a decent redfish on right now. So hell yeah, hopefully we can land it. So guys, yeah, like I said earlier, from now on, at least for the next year, I'm gonna be doing CPR, which is catch, picture, and release. I may keep a fish or two, depending, you know, so that way I can go home and cook it and eat it. You know, I still got me and my son to feed. But as far as doing the catch and cook and feeding the needy, that's gonna have to be put on hold, at least for the next... Oh man, that's a black drum. It's a nice black drum. At least for the next couple months or maybe a year. So the feeding the needy is gonna be put on hold, but I'm not by any means gonna stop doing it. We just need the fisheries to recover, because a lot of fish died during this freeze. Man, got me a black drum right here. Yeah, boy. Now this black drum, I'm gonna go ahead and keep. Go ahead and keep this black drum right here, because the reds in the black drum really didn't take much of a hit. It was pretty much the trout and all the bait fish, and the turtles, poor turtles. But there you go, guys. If you know me, you know that I like using a circle hook, but I had a lure. I had a lure on this pole before I went ahead and I took it off and put a dead shrimp on there. And the lure that I had on here was an AM lure. So there you go, guys. It's a nice keeper black drum right here. Hooked on again, guys, on a dead shrimp. Looks like I got me another black drum. Damn, he's got some energy in him. Nice. Man, I miss this. I miss hearing this drag screaming, or this drag scream. I miss it. Come on, baby, let's land it. Oh yeah, got us another black drum right here. Another keeper. Come on, tire out. Tire out, baby. There you go. All right, guys, back-to-back black drums. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and string it up, and then I will let loose whatever I want to let loose this afternoon. When I get done fishing, I'll go ahead and cut them loose. So we're not gonna keep all of them though. I'm gonna let go of the bigger ones and keep the smaller ones. The bigger ones are typically usually the breeders, you know, they're already of age, you know, to breed and stuff. So if we keep the big ones around, the more babies they'll have, instead of waiting for them to get to maturity and stuff like that. But I don't know if these black drum are like trout, you know. With the trout, the bigger they are, the more eggs they release. And so typically, you know, that's why you want to release the big ones, so that way when they come time to spawn, they release more eggs back into the waters, and we keep our fisheries healthy, you know. So here you go, guys. I usually, like I said a little while ago, I usually use circle hooks. I don't like using the J hooks and stuff like that. Circle hooks will keep them from swallowing the hook and hurting themselves any further. So there you go, right here, guys. There's another black drum, good keeper size, nice eater size. Don't gotta worry about worms and stuff. Oh boy. Man, did you hear that real scream? Woo. Hopefully this one's a red. If not, another black drum's just as good. And that thing took off. Alright. I don't know if you can see the two black drum that I already got right there, but my goal is to see if I can get a limit of black drum, and I'm gonna release my biggest ones. I'll probably just take 2 black drum home today. Woo! And a red. Hopefully if I get on a red. But all speckled trout will be released because they took the hardest hit. But like I said, I'm gonna practice CPR for the rest of this year. I'm not gonna be taking limits of redfish or limits of trout. You know, I might take a random redfish home here and there, but definitely today I'm gonna take 2 black drum for sure. I need to put some fish in the freezer for my son and I, because I will be putting feeding the needy on hold for next year or so. I wonder what it is. Is it another black drum? Man, I missed this. Looks like I got me another black drum, folks. Oh yeah, got another keeper black drum. Come on, baby. Get in here. Yeah. 3 black drum. All right, folks. look at that. It's another dandy right here. Another 20-incher at least. Alright folks, check that black drum out. Alright guys, so that's going to be the conclusion of the episode. It got pretty windy, so I'm going to call it a day. Made it difficult to fish out there in a wide open area where I was at because there is no cover. There's no mangroves, there's no trees, there's nothing to block you from the wind. The wind started blowing out of the east-southeast at 15 miles an hour. I checked my app and it was about 15, 16. It was right around there. So I decided to call it a day, come back in. I managed 3 black drum, which I am fixing to release one of the 3 that I got so I can take 2 home. I'm gonna release the biggest one because the bigger they are, they're breeders. They're already mature enough to breed and stuff like that. So it's best to just let go of the bigger one. I'm gonna keep 2 so that way I can go home and cook them up for me and my son. But I hope y'all enjoyed this episode. And until next time, guys, peace.